Okay, and finally, ITV are taking a gamble playing one show next week over 4 nights. So when this has gone out, this podcast goes out on Tuesday, you'll be halfway through, I suppose, series 1 of
Well,
Cheat.
the first episode will have aired last night.
Wait, so you're assuming people jump on this as soon as it comes out?
Yeah,
That's what you're thinking.
Yeah, for their Tuesday morning commutes.
Their fix, as it were.
Yeah.
She is the brand new drama from Two Brothers Pictures, the Williams brothers, who have been behind Liar and The Missing and Fleabag even. Yeah, Relic. Let's not bring Relic into this. And so she is the new drama from them.
What was the one with Hong Kong? John Sim, was that Two Brothers as well?
Yes, it was. Let's not bring strangers into it.
Strangers.
Who wants to set up Cheat then?
Do you want to do it? Because I know I've watched all 4, and Helen, you've watched all 4 as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, so if you do it, Luke, then you won't spoil anything.
Well, the problem was I didn't realise that we had all 4.
Just sum it up quickly.
Okay. Cheat is that brand new drama from those lot. It stars Catherine Kelly from Corrie and other things, and Molly Windsor, who was most recently applauded by us on this very podcast for her portrayal in Three Girls.
And by BAFTA.
Yeah, but I think coming from us, it meant more to her, probably.
Okay.
So, Catherine Kelly plays Leah. She's a university professor who is teaching Rosie, Molly Windsor, and she gives her a bad grade. And all hell breaks loose from that, really. Molly Windsor's character, Rosie, just sets about destroying her life. And at least by this first episode, we're not sure what the meaning is behind it, whether there's more to it than just a scorned teenager. And that's basically it, and it's going to be shown over 4 nights. It's a tense drama. You've watched the whole thing, Helen. Is that because you were obsessed with it, or because you wanted to be a completist?
Probably part of the completist in me, but I have to say, I was gripped by the story. I thought the story was quite interesting, and I was really looking forward to this one. Heard, reports from people in the office that had gone to the screening that it was the one to watch. So, I was really excited to start it, and I thought, great, sounds like a really interesting setup. I'm ready for it. And
you know what spoiled it for you?
What?
You knew what it was about before you went in.
I mean, it wasn't bad. I found the acting a little bit lackluster, and I don't know if that was maybe the dialogue, the script, which was an issue that I had with Strangers, actually, since we brought that up. I thought it's all right, which is probably the worst thing I could say. But yeah, I found it was all right.
I found it really clunky, and I had a similar issue where I felt like I'd seen this drama before, but just with different people. So this was Liar with Molly Windsor and Catherine Kelly, really.
I was comparing it to one that ITV did similar last year, which was Trauma.
Oh, yeah, I didn't like that much either.
No.
But the thing was about it was I didn't really get sucked into the drama of it. Like, I wasn't on Molly Windsor's side. I wasn't really on Catherine Kelly's side.
I'll tell you why that is, if you want, for me,
Please
personally.
do.
I was thinking about Trauma because it's very similar. I mean, this is what I would describe as sort of like the holiday novel type drama that ITV do sometimes, where it's not very well written, but there's enough in that story to sort of keep turning the page and keep watching for the next episode. But the problem here is you don't really learn anything about why Rose is doing what she's doing until the second episode, because Catherine Kelly's character Leah is just trying to sort of stick up for her sort of morals, and she realizes, this is a plagiarized essay. What am I going to do about this? And it's sort of that sort of, again, it's sort of like a single white female type thing, like we saw maybe in The Replacement is another one where you could sort of link to this a little bit. But I think it takes too long for the writer Gabby Hull to actually show you why Rose is doing this. And I think it does improve from there on in. Molly Windsor's performance does improve when she's allowed to show you more of her character
more
and of
vulnerability.
And more of sort of her backstory, without trying to sort of spoil anything. But that's sort of where I saw it. It was too late into the drama for you to really sort of warm to either of these characters, because Leah is quite cold as well. In this first episode, they do the look special, don't they, where they show you bits from the final, you know, where one of them is in prison and you don't know which one, and it's sort of, this is what happened previously, then we'll go back, but keep this in mind because this is the exciting bit. But then they don't do that for the rest of the series. They don't do any sort of flashbacks in 2 and 3. And then by the time you get to 4, it is the content in that anyway. So it's a bit of a weird way they play with the structure and things like that. The payoff is rewarding enough. I don't know if you'd agree with that, Helen.
Yeah, no, I think, to be honest, when you were talking about the flashbacks, I was thinking, yeah, when I saw the flashbacks and then when I saw the ending, I wasn't surprised. It wasn't enough of a twist for me.
No.
I think they tried to drop a red herring, but actually just gave it away a bit. That's what I felt.
What about this for Minutia? I didn't like the fact that Lorraine Ashbourne was Catherine Kelly's mum. I was like, she's not old enough to be Catherine Kelly's mum, surely. That took me out of it.
I think she is, isn't she?
I don't know, Matt. I didn't. Normally, you know, I'm all about the research, but I didn't go looking any further into it.
It's one you don't really have to concentrate on very much. It is just as I say, like a holiday novel where you can take it away with you, read a little bit a day. You know, it's not like Mother, Father, Son where there's a lot going on. This is the sort of polar opposite, really, isn't it? This is
switch
sort
your
of
brain off and let it.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people like those sort of things because, you know, if you're getting home from work, you know, there's this 9 p.m. drama on, you don't want to concentrate on it too much. I think that's what it's there for, really.
Yeah, I just felt watching it like, oh, I'd seen this before. It just didn't have Catherine Kelly. Even the structure of it and the way the police were involved, I thought, yeah, I know this. This is Liar again.
Really awful police officers again.
Oh,